Hey YouTube, quick little video here about making fish food. And making fish food doesn't always mean making it yourself. You can see here that I've got two smaller Tetra Color and Tetra Min tropical flake cans. These are what we use to feed the tanks in this room and the tanks in the dining room. And they're both empty. So I'm going to fill them back up. But I'm not going to fill them back up with stuff from one can. I've got three here. I've got a can of Cobalt that I got on sale. It was a really good sale. And it's like a pound of fish food, 16 ounces. And I got it really cheaply. If you look around, you can find decent food. This Cobalt, the fish love it. They go out of their way to eat the blue flakes. I've also got a large can of Tetra Color flakes, which is basic fish food. And I've also got a can of Omega-1 veggie flakes. And I'm going to use these three different types of fish food to make up the fish food that I feed my fish every day. Let's get that back in focus a little bit. So I'm going to add some Omega-1 veggie flakes. And the beauty of this is that you keep your fish food stock sealed and don't let the air into it, so that the food stays fresher. And by that I mean these cans that I'm dumping out of into the can that's going to be used as a feeding dish. I don't put quite as much of the veggie flake in there as I do the other two. One, because it's a smaller can. Two, because not a whole lot of fish like purely vegetable flakes. Some will eat it and some won't. Take it or leave it kind of thing. And the same thing with the Tetra Color flakes. I'm going to add in, when you get larger cans, the flakes are in much larger chunks and need to be broken up. So I'm going to add about, I don't know, a third of a can of these Tetra Color flakes in here. And by third, I mean a third of the can I'm pouring it into. I put enough to cover the bottom pretty solidly of the veggie flakes. And these flakes, like I say, are a lot bigger this way. The larger the can you get, the bigger the flakes are. Unless they've been broken down pretty hard. And by doing this, I create a situation where three larger cans of fish food will last for a good long while in a sealed state and keep filling up these cans. And last but not least, this Cobalt fish food that I got at a really reasonable price. I was really shocked at how much the fish love it. And as you will see, the flakes are much larger in this can than they are in the other two cans. So, first, I'm going to put a lid on this can, and I'm going to shake it up real good. It'll break down some of the larger flakes, and it will also mix the bottom two layers together. And then I'm going to add Cobalt to almost fill the rest of this. And these Cobalt flakes, the blue ones, fish love them. I don't know what's in the blue ones as opposed to the others, but they really like those blue flakes. And I fill the can about, 4/5 full. And I'm going to close it, and I'm going to shake it again. And what I'm trying to do is get all three of those different kinds of flakes mixed together and reduce the size of the flakes You can't really see, but you can kind of see. Reduce the size of the flakes down to normal flake size. And hopefully what we've got here is a mixture that will give them both a little veggie that might not have been there before and a lot of decent fish food from 3 different manufacturers. And I think it's a good way for you to be able to buy bulk food, save the old can, mix them up, mix them together. Now some people will probably tell you, and maybe rightly so, that what I'm doing by doing this is not providing the right protein, minerals, that kind of stuff that the fish flake manufacturer manufactured their food to be. But I trust these manufacturers enough to believe truly that they have our best interest at heart and that they put together a food that really benefits our fish. So by adding 2 more foods that I think have been put together to really benefit our fish, we end up with a nice mix, a nice variety. None of the fish are eating the same food every day because there's 3 different types, and in each one of those 3 there's probably, well, the veggies is probably only about 1 type. But in the Tetracolor flakes and in the Cobalt flakes, I'm guessing there's 6 or 8 different varieties of flakes in each one. And so they get a wide variety of fish food. And let's see how they like it. And Smokey sits here and watches. He's watching those pencil fish, and they're running from him. So I've added a little bit to the tank. And I probably need to kick you up a little bit so you can see. There's quite a bit of food in the water there. But there's quite a few fish in this tank, and there is also plecos in this tank that scurry around to get the fish food later. So that's how I handle fish food for regular daily feeding. And I just keep these stored away. Some people would refrigerate them. Some people would freeze them. I'm not that. I go through my fish food enough to where it's not really that critical to do that for me. But I really feel like it's a way for you to save some money and still offer quality food to your fish. And so that's why I'm bringing you this video, to suggest that maybe you might be able to find some way to do this for your own fish. Now I also have some Super Color Omega 1, but I usually feed that as a treat by itself. Smokey, come here. Smokey, come here. Yes, we can get you on camera. You can be the star of the show. Smokey. You. All right, YouTube, good luck.